So guys, we're gonna keep this tight because we do wanna do a tight review, and we're going to read your comment after we're finished basically with first segment, and then before we continue to the spoiler review. So if you haven't seen it, we're gonna talk spoilers after, and we're going to warn you that we're going to talk spoilers. So for now, everything is fine. So yes, we did watch season 5 up to episode 4. That's why we are
That's
here.
why we are here.
That's why we are
have
here.
gathered here today.
To talk about the first part
Yeah.
of Stranger Things season 4. So there is this comic book.
Comic books.
Comic books.
These are the boots of comic.
There's this comic book site that we trust for some news. It's called Cosmic Book News. I'm gonna put it on screen in a bit. And we read their review just a few days ago, basically, and we were pretty freaking disappointed because they said that the show is woke.
Yeah.
And we hate that if it's woke, We don't want to needless things inserted in our favorite stuff. And we all know that Will, of course, he's gay. And we all know that Robin is gay, but that's not emphasized so much. It's actually barely there.
Yeah, it was never in your face like in newer shows and things like that. So it was always just a part of the story that, okay. I mean, and they never said it explicitly, she never screamed atop of a mountain, "I'm gay," or something like that.
Yeah, no stupidity like that.
Yeah, there wasn't something like, and because of my sexuality, there are no lectures about genders, about stuff like that.
No, absolutely nothing like that.
Exactly.
So here is how this is, and please listen carefully because in these times, people just forgot how it was before we had the woke stuff and after, and you just blend everything together and you can't make the difference. Not all of you, but some of you literally cannot make the difference between what is woke and what is not anymore.
Yeah.
So before we had the woke stuff, we had shows like Will and Grace. About gay people.
About gay people.
We had other gay stuff in the past. So there's nothing wrong with showing some gay characters here and there. If they're very well written, it doesn't matter what is their sexuality as long as they're not their sexual preference. As long as they're not. Again, I repeat, as long as those characters are not their sexual preference and they're real characters with real story arcs, real character growth, real character traits like every other character would be and how should be, then they are fine. They should be there. If they have a story to tell, if they have real contribution to the story as a character, they should be there. It's okay. But what happened after the new times came is that they started inserting gay characters that had no substance and no reason to be there, rather than to make a parade out of their sexuality. And that became totally different. That became absolutely meaningless, became on the nose, and annoying. And the same thing would happen if you have two heterosexual characters, hitting their chest all the time.
Getting jiggy with it on a bench in the park in front of everybody.
Or something like that. Something that is equal to a parade, to being a show-off. There's no such thing as Stranger Things. I mean, it's annoying that Will, whose actor, I totally forgot his name actually, that this actor seems to be pressured by his surroundings maybe to become gay in real life because that is how he seemed to the people around him. And if that is what really happened to him, I mean, we weren't there, but if that is what really happened to this guy, then we're really, really sorry. And that's really horrible because Hollywood is a corrupted place, really is. And they do things to kids, and we know that. They do all kinds of things. So who knows what is actually the real story? Now, Uma Thurman's daughter that plays Robin in the show, she's gay in real life. We don't know why or whether that is how she was initially in her life. We don't know. So we don't know. But her character here, yes, she is totally gay. And yes, there's some exploration of that, but it is subtle. Tasteful, and it is in the context of the time that she is placed in, because remember, this is 1987 and these things were a lot more taboo than they are now. So for her to be living in those times will be really like somebody having their hands around your neck. You're not gonna feel very, free. You're gonna feel a bit pressured, so to speak, to be yourself. And that's a real thing. But then again, there's pressure to be yourself in general, even if you don't have the sexuality. Keep that in mind, because there's a part of this season 4 and the first season 5 and the first 4 episodes that basically touch upon Robin and how she feels, because she talks with Will. There's a scene that they're talking to each other about finding herself. She didn't say I'm freaking gay.
No.
She said that she finally knew that she shouldn't look for any validation or her happiness or herself in another person, but she really has to turn to herself, and that all the answers that she was looking for were all along in herself. And that is something universal. That's not a gay lecture.
Even if you're heterosexual, that's
Exactly.
again totally true. Yes, it's not a lecture or anything.
Exactly. If you know anything about human psychology or actually human experience, or if you ever felt like you need to find yourself and you don't want to project whatever you need to another person, so you hope that they're gonna give you some kind of a part of themselves and that's gonna complete you or whatever. I think that a lot of people, when they are growing up, like these characters are still growing up, they're very young people in the show, you're totally going to relate to her, because what she said is universal. Everybody should wise up in general, speaking in real life, and although you should totally look for significant other at some point, the answers that you are looking for are within yourself, and you should become a complete person, work on yourself, become the best version of yourself in terms of your intelligence, whatever you want to achieve, whatever it is, so you have enough to offer to someone else in a relationship.
Exactly.
So that is actually amazing, and I'm just pretty inspired by that, just because I understand human psychology in my real life. I actually counsel some couples and people that have difficulty in relationships, so I totally understand where this is coming from. This is totally not what people are gonna take it. It's probably super surface level, mind you. As some lecture about being gay, she didn't even mention anything of the sort. Yes, it was about, she was telling a story from previous seasons, how she liked this girl that couldn't sing, and how she was so fascinated, with her, and imagining the future with her. That is how everybody would be if they see someone and they fall in love from first sight.
It could have been that she tells a story about a boy.
It
would be the same thing, and that's why more cynical people will see it as, oh, she's trying to tell us that because she's gay and stuff like that. No, that's not it. Before that, I just want to ask a man of culture. No, we are not angry, but can you please explain in one paragraph what makes the show totally woke for you? Because you said that you even haven't watched much because it made you feel bored. In one paragraph. Continue.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give you some context and explain that even this line and this scene that she was talking to Will, and Will needs someone to relate to because he feels so alone. He's been the victim since the very freaking beginning of the show. Basically, he's the first victim of freaking Vecna. So he needed someone to relate to see things how are from another person, from the eyes of another person. This was very meaningful, true moment that was not on the nose, and both actors do a great job to portray this. So at any point, it does not say anything about being whatever sexuality. It's about finding yourself really, and not putting this weight to find yourself only because you're in a relationship. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid. So a lot of people should understand that, no matter what age they are, if they haven't already. So that's one thing. Now we're going to take a look at the article, and we're going to read some of the things that we don't agree with. And we're kind of surprised because this guy of Cosmic Book News is supposed to be a guy that delivers, well, pretty cool news that we covered for the past 2 weeks about the Snyderverse.
Yeah, but
now all of a sudden he's telling me that this is Game of Thrones season 8?
Apparently, he's seeing the things on the surface level that we were talking about. So
Yeah, and that's what we want to say to all people that like Stranger Things. You are up for a doozy. This is amazing.
It's amazing. I mean, as if we're going to watch some, hard to unwatchable show or something.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
Jesus.
they showed such care and attention to everything, how everything is shot. Even going so far to say that even camera angles are so thoughtful in this. It's amazing to watch.
A doozy was the new season of The Witcher. But this one, no, I wanted more. Even I still want more after those 4 episodes.
No, I mean that usually like you have something very, 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 very delicious. I don't know how to say it.
No, because he said that we're up for the doozy.
No, I said.
Yeah, but he say that. No,
maybe
okay.
he means I mean it in a positive way.
Okay.
So the ending of Stranger Things is looking like Game of Thrones all over again, heading straight for disappointment. Why?
But why?
There is nothing to indicate this.
And it's not even the ending. I mean, we still have 4 or 5 episodes to go.
Yes. So Netflix dropped the first 4 parts, volume 1 on Wednesday. I'll save you the trouble. That is very condescending, just not deserved. Just watch the second half of episode 4 and you'll get everything you need. Really? That's it. Review over. That's bullshit.
But no, the second half, that's amazing. It was amazing, the second half. All the 4 episodes were amazing.
I mean, we even rewatched the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We have to rewatch it. It was so good. Everything you skip is a mix of bad acting.
No.
Bad acting in Stranger Things.
There was no bad acting. Nobody acts bad. I mean, this ain't no Power Rangers.
This is not Power
Which
Rangers.
I love, but they're bad actors there.
They're so cheesy, yeah. Bad acting in Stranger Things. When did you see bad acting in Stranger
exactly
Things?
did you see that? I mean,
everything is perfection.
Again, some of the actors in the Witcher 4 are bad actors there.
They're just paper thin. Yeah,
the dialogue there is horrible in most of the time. But here everything was okay because useless filler dialogue is he meaning the exposition that they tell us things that like what is their plan. We need that exposition. We need that to understand what the plan is. And it's interesting to listen how they deliver it. It's like, in those I love those heist movies in which they say, so if we get to the bank from over here, then with the car, and they explain everything, you say, oh, that's such a genius plan. Now let's see it in how you execute that. But first is the explanation. That's the idea.
Yeah, we're gonna read the review, then we're gonna get to your comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything is okay. Mix of bad acting, useless filler dialogue. There's no useless filler dialogue.
No.
And woke moments that have no business being in kids' adventure series. No. What? Where?
I didn't see anything of that.
There are way too many characters, and it all plays like a giant mess. No.
Way too many characters. These are all the characters we had throughout all the season.
Yeah.
These are all the guys we saw. I mean, there is. You have 1 or 2 new characters. Linda Hamilton's character is a new one, and Mike's sister that is a bit
barely there.
Bigger now, but she's barely there. Also, Linda Hamilton is also barely there. Everyone else was already introduced.
And plus, everybody that are on screen deserves to be there in that particular moment for the context of the scene. Otherwise, they are not there. They have no purpose. There's no filler. There's no filler. This is absolutely baseless. Like baseless. It's ridiculous.
We did it, Man of Culture, don't worry. First
we have to read this.
First the article.
It's also obvious Netflix forced them to stretch the episodes to squeeze out as many viewing minutes as possible. Just like they did with Squid Game Season 2, which wasn't good either. I'm sorry, but every episode is like so jam-packed with so much amazing things.
Interesting and amazing things.
That there's no one dull moment.
Yeah, not even one.
Not one. I mean, lines, dialogue, everything's snappy, but not too fast that you can keep up with it. But I mean, every moment when they're supposed to be like more linger on it, even for a second more, is there. If they don't need to linger on it, it's not. How they explain the plan and what they're doing is perfect, because those guys have so much experience by this point. They have everything planned out to deal with the situation as much as possible, of course. And you see that they prepared, they worked on things. They were not just losing their time whatsoever.
Again, guys, we will address because I see new people. Hello, we will address the comments after we read the article. So
yes, hold
don't
on.
worry.
It's short.
It's short, yes.
Forced politics and unnecessary scenes. No.
No, I really I read that article and before, and that's what makes me afraid. And I say, well, so maybe we're going to see some horrific woke stuff here.
Yeah, we thought that's gonna be horrific.
Yeah, I mean. Like in that show, Robin Hood with the black people that were, Robin Hood and everything else. No, hell no. A wealthy family, yeah.
Yeah, wealthy family sits at dinner, the doorbell rings, and the mom tells her kid to be polite. Unless it's a Mormon, the mom then eye-rolls, which she was likely directed to, or a Democrat.
She didn't roll her eyes, actually. And
let's
see the scene.
Up, Tina, get the door, and be polite, unless it's a Mormon or a Democrat. Repeat myself.
So wait a minute.
Who the heck cares?
First of all, he says a wealthy family. How do you understand that they're wealthy? They look pretty much like Mike's family.
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
Nothing was indicative that they are wealthy. She's well dressed, but Mike and Nancy's mom is also well dressed.
Well, then after that, Robbie says that they're rich something.
Okay, so they're just douchebags.
Yeah, douchebags. What she said? Yeah, she said douchebags.
She said douchebags.
Tina,
it's okay.
be polite.
I mean, I couldn't care less for this comment. It's nothing. Plus, you definitely shouldn't be. I mean, you should be polite and get
to a Mormon.
They just get lost.
Yeah, just get lost.
I'm not interested.
Why would I be polite to a Mormon?
I have a normal, regular, some thousands of years old standard Christian church. I don't need an extra that you made up
don't need
a few hundred whatever years ago. I don't care. So I don't need your American stuff for no reason, created for money, by the way.
Never. What else?
So I don't need that lecture and annoying everything. And yeah, I mean, Democrats are leftists. Who cares?
But they were existing in the 80s, right?
Yeah, I don't know if people talk like that, but there's just a short
it's a short
line.
scene. Okay, even if it's with that intention, it's a short scene, it's a short line. It's not like anything else. It's not freaking Doctor Who.
I mean, it's basically 2 seconds. She takes 2 seconds to say this.
It's not freaking Doctor Who where, now they made everything to be a lecture. It's not like in that new Warhammer book in the beginning that we talked about. It's nothing like that.
Plus, look what he wrote, a rich white mom. So this is his presumption.
This is his presumption.
This is his presumption, nothing else. Yes, she's white. Most people here are white, actually. How it should be in the 80s, in this time.
Yeah.
We have 2 black characters that are the main characters. I mean, one guy from the Stranger Things squad. The guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wukas.
Yes, Wukas.
Yes, Wukas, his
sister.
His family, which we saw maybe in season 3 once.
Yeah.
The mom and the dad. There is this.
I mean, all the characters are white that are main characters. All the characters are white, like they should be in this time of period.
Exactly. Man of Culture, I said we're going to go back and read it. Don't worry.
Yeah, stop nagging us.
Yes.
And this is also normal, by the way.
Oh, no, she's not mean. She's a villain. Like, kill the puppies for a fur coat kind of villain. Trust me.
I barely hear anything.
Yeah. Because I didn't understand that scene.
Wanting fur coats? We know what that means. What? She has a fur coat.
She has a fur coat.
Everybody has.
Why not?
You can go back in all kinds of movies with the same lines and never think twice of it. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
She's coded as a Republican. How do you know?
How do you know? That's again his presumption.
Yeah, how do you know she's
Yeah.
called as a Republican? Like it says on her face that she's a what?
Because she said or a Democrat and what?
I mean,
maybe she
obviously. How is it
it's
obvious?
not obvious, yeah. Maybe she just means or if it's a Democrat, maybe she means that she doesn't care about the politics.
Yeah,
You
plus
know?
nobody cared about having real fur at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
So yeah, it's all normal for the time. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's like pulling things out of your ass
Yeah.
and calling them real and true. Oh, it gets worse. Oh no, it gets worse. Let's see. The forced LGBTQ insertions. I wouldn't say so.
Nothing is forced in that.
I mean,
No,
I
sorry,
understand, like I
nothing is
said, the
forced, yeah.
difference between forced and woke and just a gay character is that the woke is forced down your throat by by making the character be all about that sexuality. But Robin is not about her sexuality. She's useful. She's smart. That's why she's there.
That's
She
why
can
she's
figure
there,
out
yes.
stuff that other people can't.
Yeah.
Just like everybody can do that in their own way. So just like every character in Stranger Things, Robin has her purpose by being just smart and clever for the most part. So that's it. That's most importantly is her mind, nothing else. So it feels like half the writers and producers self-inserted the LGBTQ element. How they're self-inserted
How
then?
they're self-insert, yes.
I don't see the Duffer brothers on the screen being gay.
Yeah.
What?
Also, Robin, okay, in real life she is, but she never said anything more explicit in here.
Yeah, plus it's much.
It's not part of her character, as you said. They didn't make her character around the sexuality.
Yeah,
so
so
nothing was forced.
Absolutely nothing. The LGBTQ elements, or because Netflix paid for DEI
I mean-
quotas, likely both.
I mean, by that logic, then we have to complain about the season they introduced her first.
Yeah, let's go back and complain about
Let's
that
go
then.
back and complain about that, yeah. Why
I-
nobody said anything back then?
Again, we have to remember that before the woke stupid stuff, we had gay characters galore. Like everywhere. Everywhere all at once, by the way. Everywhere in every show, there was some kind of a gay character.
Yeah.
Even go back to the early 2000s if you want.
Yeah, as we say, Will and Grace, they had, before Doctor Who became woke, they had actually a bisexual character there, if not even something more sexual about him, Captain Jack Harkness, but he was a great character. It was never, anything was never made around his sexuality. We always have things like that before. Just, it wasn't the part of the character like now.
Okay, he says Robin should have been cut entirely. Why?
Why? She
She's
was an
doing
integral
stuff.
part, yeah.
Yeah, she actually has a great role. Every line she delivers is annoying.
No.
And too much, and she too much. That's rich.
No, yeah.
And she exists only to fulfill checkbox requirements.
Well, no.
Absolutely not. It's
Absolutely not.
exactly the opposite. Robin's gay, the actress is gay, and the writers gave her a scene where she calls people rich white douchebags because they could be.
Because they could be.
And a
You
lot
know,
of people are rich. I
the
didn't.
child of those people, the second child, is a douchebag.
And that's
Totally
That's
rich
classic.
douchebag. And
that's classic.
and that's classic,
That's
yeah.
how it was.
Exactly.
By the way,
Yeah.
even here in our country, again, I didn't hear her say white. I didn't hear
I
that.
also didn't. I just hear the rich douchebags.
Yeah, I didn't
you
hear
know.
white.
And
Projecting.
also believe me, I work with parents in my job, and some of them are rich, some of them are douchebags.
Exactly because they're rich,
You
by
know,
the way.
yeah.
Uncle defend it exactly. You know, are they like white collar criminals? Because that does seem like a Harrington thing to do. You know, like defend rich douchebags. And in this situation, that's exactly.
She said rich douchebags.
I'm trying to hear it.
I think she.
It's just very
Let's
quiet.
hear it again. Yeah.
Yeah, just very, very quiet. Okay, let me try to put the audio up for us. Oh, come on. Now I decided to load. This is from Twitter, by the way. Out of context, also.
Totally. By the way,
Let
he's
me
just
load
putting
Twitter.
snippets there.
Now I decided not to load. Come on. Okay.
Criminals, does your uncle defend it exactly? You know, are they like white collar criminals? Because that does seem like a Harrington thing to do. You know.
White
White
collar.
collar criminals.
That's white collar. It's like white collar of the blouse or
Yeah.
something. Not white.
Like,
It-
defend
yeah.
rich douchebags. And in this situation, I think that the rich douchebags would be coming for us.
Yeah.
What
Here
kind
we
of
go.
criminals does your uncle defend exactly? You know, are they like white collar criminals? Because that does seem like a Harrington thing to do, you know, like defend rich douchebags. And in this situation,
Yeah, she said white collar. That's totally
Yeah,
different.
white-collar criminals and rich douchebags. The guy didn't even pay attention, or he paid attention, but he is putting his own agenda now. We could
Yeah,
say
she
so.
didn't say white
Yeah,
douchebags.
exactly. He put it in quotation marks, but
That's just not what
that
she
ain't the
said.
correct quote. Yeah,
Context is everything.
context is everything. Yeah.
Context is everything. If you mistake the context, you can make any kind of a conclusion based on a lie that you told yourself. And that's not objectivity at all. I'm very
Exactly.
disappointed by this guy.
Yeah.
Then there's a bizarre I don't like dick exchange. No, that
She
was
never said that. That was a joke, and that again, that wasn't what she said.
yeah.
Yeah, and they were talking about tunnels in a movie. One of the tunnels is called Dick, like you know the name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
literally. And then even the boys made a joke about that.
Is it hard or whatever?
Yeah, the boys made a joke about that.
Yeah.
Why no complaining about that?
Yeah, so this is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, total bullcrap. You know, guys, don't
Obviously.
believe that review.
Obviously.
Yeah,
So this is an example of how some people that are also on the right and supposed to be objective actually also not, because
Yeah.
they see everything in such extremes that they don't see anything at all.
Yeah.
They don't see the truth at all. We have to interpret it that everything is evil or it's what, nothing?
it's always the extremity, you know.
Oh, always the extreme, no
As the
nuance.
Jedi's would say, you're talking in extremes.
Ah, come on, here's the
Harry on
scene.
the stove and they put Dick in the washroom. And personally, for us, I like Dick.
Yeah, that was the
That was
tunnel.
when she was talking about the tunnel, yes.
and it was supposed to be humorous.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the washroom. I actually don't even. Never mind. Okay.
Which it could be guys awkward when the Empress also makes a joke and you interpret it as gooning or something else like that.
Which happens all the time.
Which happens all the time. Yes. So
All the
it
freaking
could have
time.
been that she is actually hetero and say the same thing, and it would be awkward so that they look at her, you know.
I would
because it-
react the same
right?
way.
Yeah. Well, so
being
here we go.
hetero and all.
Here we go. Yeah. I mean, it's a reaction of why would you say that in a moment like this that we have now? We have to fight a monster. We have to make you say that you like, you know. Of course they will act like that. That guy didn't watch the show. He was sleeping probably. I don't know. Jesus
I
Christ.
have a perfect example. If you watch my gaming streams, which are every day in the morning, which the morning means 12 hours from now, 12, 13. My time now, it's almost 11 p.m. our time. So I say stuff like that all the time. And just people interpret them in a dirty way, because that's kind of like our shtick by this point on
Yes.
the streams. But I
But
really
they're
say
never
them.
meant, you know, as something.
Yeah,
like-
I don't actually
Help
mean that.
people understand the thing. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy. So yeah, we're gonna get back to the comments, guys. But let's hear this again. I will, if you watch my streams, I react the exact same way.
Yeah.
Awkwardly, it's funny, because I didn't mean to say, let's say, dick. And then I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean that. And it's the same thing. I react the same way. And I'm hetero. Yeah, that's all.
They put Harry on the stove and they put Dick in the washroom. And personally, for us, I like Dick. Oh, sorry, the washroom. I actually don't even. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely the same way. I would react the
Absolutely
same way.
yeah. Everyone would
Never
like that, yeah. And again, a scene later, the boys made again a joke with that, you know,
Oh, actually, I thought that this was shorter.
which is exactly what it has to be said, phrasing, you know.
Yes, phrasing. Overstuffed plot and style dynamic. No.
No,
No. Anything that this guy says is absolutely baseless. I'm just shocked that he saw it this way, because I just don't understand. It's like he haven't seen the previous seasons. It's like he forgot. Like, please rewatch the show. The arc goes perfectly with what
Yeah,
you're supposed to be. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
let's go.
What did Man of Culture said?
Let's first go, with
Here
his
it
comment,
is.
you know.
Okay, you can read it.
Let's dive for here. For me, too much portrayal of social issues
Where?
And diverse characters.
Where?
Are we talking about the same show? Okay. Which some interpret as promoting progressive values. The show addresses too much themes such as racism, misogyny.
Where?
Man of Culture.
What did you watch?
Did you watch the same show?
They didn't. It's about freaking Vecna killing people all the time.
Guys, I had even when the show started, and as we said, I didn't watch it. I had students who were watching it, and they loved it, and none of them saw things like that, and they turn out to be quite normal people. Sometimes I still see some of them. I mean,
Yeah, because the show started years ago.
yeah.
They are grown up
I
now.
was still in the previous educational center that I worked when it was still on. Anyway, and the struggles of coming out as LGBTQ plus during that era. What struggles? But there was a struggle of that.
Yeah, there was.
It was pretty much a taboo.
Yeah,
Don't forget that.
That is true, but
That is true,
they
yeah.
barely touched
But they
upon it.
barely touch upon that. You have one character who is like that, and they barely touch upon.
it's Stu.
With
It's Stu.
with
It's
Will
Stu,
yeah,
but again, it's in the context of the time.
yeah, and it's
exactly
and it's not
like
the main
that.
idea of the show. It's not pushed in your face like in other shows. Again, it's not like in a freaking Doctor Who when you have a character that is they them and you have a whole scene about that when they tell you as a lecturer, no, I prefer to be called them. This is not Veilguard, you know, the game
Yeah.
with that awkward scene there in the dining room and whatever. And mom, I'm a non-binary now. What does this mean? Oh, I don't know where you have seen all that, Man of Culture, but that ain't the show.
That ain't the show. It's
Sorry.
barely there.
Yeah.
It's barely there.
barely there.
Plus, if you have such characters, like we say in the previous years when we didn't have any woke stuff, and you had characters like that, they should explore how this person feels at a point because it's not normal for the time. They cannot just forget about it.
Yeah.
They have to address it to an extent, and they did in a very natural way without being annoying.
Yeah,
And forced
exactly.
and meaningless. It's actually meaningful, but it's not about even the sexuality, it's about finding yourself. They turn it into finding yourself, which is much more important than just being gay or heterosexual. So,
Exactly.
and that
Yeah.
last scene with Robin and Will that we were talking about, because they did brought the two characters together to talk, it was very meaningful.
Totally. Very, very meaningful indeed. That's it reminds me actually when a classmate of mine when we met some years ago after we finished school and things like that, and we haven't met each other, we actually met and he told me that he was gay. It was kind of same way because he said that he found himself, but again, it wasn't because of the sexuality. He just said I had to accept and that part, and then everything else that comes with it. And
Yeah.
he said, and I feel great now. And he knows that it's not about the sexuality. The guy goes to the gym and trains, by the way. You know, he also changed in that part because he said we have to do that.
Yeah,
That's part of how to develop.
how to sustain yourself, how to build willpower.
Yeah.
And all of that. So, if it's well written, if those characters have meaning and purpose, and believe me, Will has like the longest arc of everyone besides
Everything
Elle.
he did is well earned, you know.
It's
This
perfect.
is like when people are now maybe this won't happen, but still this is much like how people react on the trailer of Witcher 4. You know why Ciri has the powers now. She will be a boss girl. She earned everything from the stories, you know, from the books and what we have from the games. She earned the power. She deserves to be a Witcher, much like Will deserves what he's doing now.
Yeah,
It's earned.
it's in the freaking books.
It's not because he's gay.
It's totally not because
No.
he's gay. Man of course says if you don't see the woke thing, he give you front of view. Man of course, you're English, man. We can't say Netflix win against you. That's stupid, Man of Green. That's stupid. How can you say that? Between me and him, you know, our level of understanding, hopefully,
Yeah.
you either don't understand what we're saying because English and a language barrier, or I don't know what to tell ya. Because if there is something that's really truly woke and it has not been earned, and it's woke because it's woke, and we explain what woke is, then we're gonna say right away, this is woke, we can't stand it, we don't wanna watch it, this is bullcrap, this is slop, this
Yeah,
is trash.
we're just going to
but
say
no,
it.
it's not.
Yeah,
We cannot twist our soul to tell you something that is not true.
yeah.
Also, we are not a huge channel. We can't even be paid by Netflix to say whatever.
Oh boy, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And even then, we wouldn't do it.
Why do you want to believe that something is woke when it's not?
I mean, we said that freaking Superman ain't good, right? 'Cause
Yeah, freaking
it's kinda
Superman,
woke.
it's more
Yeah.
woke than
I'm
not.
not going to tell you that Doctor Who is a great show just because I was a fan when it wasn't woke. No, now it's not a great show.
Now we got to see the other chat.
Mhm.
We have to see the other chat now. Okay. So, I mean, this is the problem that we wanted to address, that if you are so blind to hate something just because you think it's woke, because what's the basis of it? You have to justify your position. You can't just say that something is woke if it's not, especially if you haven't seen it. You have to see it, and then you can speak about it. If you haven't seen it, you cannot speak about it because you don't know, you haven't seen it.
Man of culture, again, that's not a good argument. Because you like the show, this makes you blind.
That's stupid. We are not children.
How exactly it made me blind when I watched it for the first time this summer? I just have heard about the show. I never watched it before that. I could have seen those things in the beginning if they were there. Especially now in the world that is now, and I watch so many shows that I tell you. I was fan of Doctor Who. Here is the example that I give you. I used to love Doctor Who. I still love the first seasons of that show when they restarted with the Ninth Doctor. Great season with the Ninth Doctor. Great seasons with David Tennant before he became the woke idiot. Great seasons with Matt Smith. And some with Peter Capaldi. That's it. I'm not going to say just because I used to like Doctor Who, I'm not going to say that what they're doing now, which is clearly woke, is good because I like Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Right?
We are not
It's
this type of
objectivity.
people.
We're not going to say, well, we like Superman, so the movie was great, you know what James Gunn did. Because it wasn't. It was, again, woke trash with the soy man inside. We can't say because you like the show. We used to like The Boys. Season 4 was woke.
Very.
Of The Boys. Very woke. We didn't like it. And we said it. I think we also made like something like a review for that.
I mean,
if we haven't, we say it. It was woke.
You should have known us a lot better by now.
Yeah.
To know that we are objective as possible. We have zero feelings.
I love comic
zero
books.
feelings
Yeah.
about anything before reason. It's first reason. So I'm dissecting the show as a doctor on a freaking surgery table, and I don't have any feelings towards it.
Yeah.
I only develop any feelings after the show earned it. I do not go forth with my feelings.
I can say, man of culture, the same argument for you. You say just you hide the yeah. It's not normal, so much propaganda. Well, there is not much in the show, but anyway. But yeah, there is much propaganda in Doctor Who now. Yes, totally right if that's what you mean. But yeah, I only like the first season of Doctor Who, but I stopped after the season with David Tennant, which there is nothing woke in the season with David Tennant. But is it possible that you stopped and didn't give the show a chance because you actually liked the Ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, and that was your doctor, and the moment they changed it, you stopped? Because that happens with a lot of people, by the way. So you missed out on that. You shouldn't have stopped. But anyway,
feelings.
I love feelings. Yes,
feelings.
I was like that when they changed the doctor with David. And oh no, I just got to Christopher Eccleston. No, who is this guy now with the glasses there? David Tennant. No. I love David Tennant in that show. I don't like him in real life. He's a jerk. But another example. I love comic books. Objectively, I'll tell you that they are trash now. Everything that Marvel and DC is spitting out as comic books since 2016 is total trash. I haven't read any of those things. You know, I just keep myself updated to see what stupidity they are doing. But not so just because I love comic books, I'm not going to stay blind for what they're doing now and keep buying the slop.
Yes. Also, I love Xena to death.
Yeah.
As everybody knows. But there are some episodes that don't belong there. They're absolutely not. I mean, they should not be a part of the show.
Yeah.
They're not very good episodes. And I will say that, and I don't care. I'm interested in what is actually objective, and I'm gonna try to be objective as long as I freaking live. So, you cannot call me biased about anything because that's just not my character. You should have known this by now.
You shouldn't let your feelings control you for that. You say it yourself. For me, it's feelings. Well,
Stop with the
stop with the
feelings.
feelings, yes.
You are a man. You're not supposed to have feelings as a woman. Just stop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous, guys. Men, women, you can all discipline yourself to critical thing before you have any feelings and emotions, and base your emotions only if you already reasoned with something that you're dealing with. I mean, when you already made a logical assessment of a certain matter.
Lord Q has a great comment. Sorry.
Say it, please.
I like when Logan goes hard on opinion and sounds like Arnold. Really?
Do it.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Let's take out some of the other people.
I like comic books.
Men of Gunning, we gave you a lot more time that we would give to anyone that super chatted us.
I mean, I see no examples of that propaganda in the show that you keep talking about. I see no examples of that. You know, if you can point out to example, cool. But let's see the other guys.
If you're an objective man, you would watch the show and then see if we told you the truth or not. But don't forget about your feelings, because that's not gonna lead you to any truth whatsoever. Feelings are not truth. Only logic and reason is. And then you supplement with feelings when it's correct. And that's how you do it. Otherwise, there's no balance in you. You're just basically like a pinched Missy. That's
You become woke yourself.
yeah, you become woke
You become
yourself.
woke yourself if you just driven by the emotions.
If you treat whatever it is, TV shows, games, the same way that the woke people treat everything, you become the same thing. Just on the opposite end. But it doesn't matter because the principle of how you're going about things is the same. The same.
Without Q, did that guy said something idiotic? You'll tell us later. Okay.
Okay. So, hi to Mike, by the way, in
Hey,
the
Mike.
chat.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Capaldi was freaking awesome.
And to Jeremiah.
Keep watching up to the season with the woman for Doctor Who. Yes, Capaldi was okay.
And Jeremiah says, people have opinions on both sides. There's too far one way for both sides, but centralists are caught in between and it's difficult. Jeremiah, what I was trying to say at the beginning, and I do want to emphasize that, is to please, guys, some of you are not 5 years old. You can go back
Yeah.
like in 2015 or earlier. I mean, you know, before 2016, when actual woke stuff started to really go in mainstream, go into the movies and mainstream, like Ghostbusters, whatever. Just go back. Remember how things were. We had gays in movies. We had women in main roles. Oh my gosh, yes. We had a ton of people of color in main roles. From the 90s, from the 80s, we had all of that. Women in main roles, heroic roles, whatever. Men from all colors. Asian people in main stuff. Action heroes, Asian as well, black, whatever. We had everything, but it wasn't woke. What was the difference, guys? The difference was that those characters, that those diverse actors were playing, were well written.
Yes.
With purpose.
Exactly.
With character, with everything going for them that we would understand and see with our perception and intelligence as a well-written, established character on the screen. And what did we have after the wokeness? All kinds of color characters, as always. All kinds of women that are now boss women or girl bosses. Because what's the difference again? Well, the difference again, guys, is that those gay characters, those people of color, and those women bosses, whatever, they were now not well-written characters. They didn't serve any purpose in the show, movie, or whatever. They were there just because they were something that's artificial and not earned. So the gay character was there to promote the fact that they're gay. The black character was there to knock on everybody, that everybody are racist against them. Like fake propaganda, basically, or just propaganda from that kind of angle to project to the world that there's actual racism like there was before Martin Luther King was alive. We
Imagine
had
that
the Asian.
in the show they never said that Lucas has problems with living in the city because he's black.
Yeah, they never said in Stranger Things said once that black people there had any issues whatsoever from other people. Never once in the show. We would remember if that happened. Never, ever. They were just there. They're just friends with white people. Nobody cared. Nobody mentioned that. Okay, so back to the Asian people. We had Asian people, so they can say, "Oh, you white people," something like the same thing with the black people, basically. So that's the difference. Today we have diversity, like we had diversity before 2016. Today we have gay characters, like we had before 2016. But the difference is that now these characters of today are all about what they are, whether that is color or sexuality. That's the difference. But what we have in Stranger Things are full-fledged characters that have purpose and meaning and that actually do something. And they're just great. They're greatly written characters. They're unique. They give flavor to the show, in this case Stranger Things. What Will is going through as a character, being a freaking victim from the very first time that he was on screen, not because he's gay, he was just a kid. We didn't know what he was. I mean, what his sexuality is, we only found out like in the previous season, basically. So he was just a kid that was absolutely victimized by this psychopath Vecna, okay? And now he's growing up, and now he is becoming something that is better than what he was before. But that has absolutely nothing to do with him being gay. Not even once. He doesn't have a boyfriend. He's not exploring anything yet. Nothing. It's all about him growing up and not becoming, not keep being this hopeless victim that everybody are worried about. Because that's how it would be. If you have a kid, if you're at Joyce's place, Joyce, his mom, you will be worried sick because you almost lost your son. Actually, they almost buried a fake body, if you remember, in the beginning. So how she feels is shown, how he feels is shown, nothing to do with him being gay. Yes, he's talking to Robin to understand her side, because that is interesting, because it's interesting. Yes, it's interesting. It's freaking interesting if you're growing up and you're interested in your own, that part of you that you feel is different. We all felt different in some kind of way from other kids when we were growing up. We were all outsiders in our own way when we are growing up. We can all relate to this, and it has nothing to do with freaking sexuality whatsoever. So this is the difference. It doesn't matter if you are this political view or that political view. It's all about the human experience, what it's like to be a human, what it's like to be put in those circumstances. In the years of 1985 or whatever to 1987, I don't know what was the first year, but in the late 80s, whatever, it was perfect, great arc, meaningful, impactful. Every dialogue so sharp, so smart. That is true writing. That's a good writing. That's not woke. That's not propaganda. So please think about those things. You have to make the difference. You have to learn to see the difference. You have to remember how things were before 2016.
Exactly.
And you will immediately know the difference. Just watch anything before that time. You see, everything is natural, not forced. Everything is genuine. It feels genuine even. But now it's the opposite. It feels fake. It feels forced. So the difference is huge. It's from earth to the sky. It's that much of a difference. It's not just, gay people, it's woke.
The fact that there is a gay character, it doesn't mean that the show is pandering to gay people or anything else. Again, it was barely there. They didn't show how Robin struggles with that in all the scenes. She didn't struggle with that. She didn't. She even explained that, and she had a relationship there with the girl. So they show you how it is. Was it hard in those times? Yeah, and again they show you that doesn't always hunky dory everything. Just like in the 60s, for example,
they actually didn't show us.
They didn't show.
They actually didn't show us that it's hard because nobody nagged her about that. She just explained. Actually, she explained the opposite. She explained how she tried to. Basically, how she liked the girl and how she found out that this girl liked her back, which is the same thing if she liked the boy. And this was just supernatural because it was the same thing. and that's it, and it was the most natural thing in the world.
Exactly. Compared to pandering that we have today in many shows, that's basically nothing really.
Yeah, and
So, yeah.
we have to say super thank
Hey,
you
Roadkill.
to Roadkill, who appreciates us. Thank you, Roadkill. He says, some random woke white woman threatened me to donate. I will blink twice if I'm in trouble.
Okay. Blink twice, yeah.
You are hilarious, my dear friend. Amazing, amazing Roadkill. Thank you so much. You get the Wonder Woman salute. Who is not gay, by the way. And I
Wonder
wanna...
Woman.
Yes.
They tried to make her in
They
Clone
tried to
Wars
make her gay.
after 2016.
But she's not initially gay,
Initially,
which is
no.
most important. Now, I want to say just a quick short comment about Warhammer, because I know that some people are going to say, but Gary, in Warhammer, there is words like gender and all. Isn't that woke? And I'm like, yes, that is woke. Why is woke, George? Because in Warhammer, such things as sexuality does not belong by nature. So when you hear gender and pronouns, like
That's a lecture.
that's a
already,
lecture,
yes.
and it's written as lecture, and it's written in such a way that it's literally exposition to explain, in this case, from one of the latest Warhammer books, how a mechanicum has no male parts, and now we have to address him as a man to avoid confusion. But because that's why the pronouns of male, like. What is this? What is this in Warhammer?
Again,
That's a lecture now.
Much like in that cartoon Transformers Earthspark, which by the way has been cancelled this year. I wonder why. When two kids that met the Transformers, two black kids, of course, they were giving a lecture to Optimus Prime for another Transformer called Nightshade. They told him Nightshade prefers to use the pronouns they, them. And that's in a cartoon. And Optimus Prime was like, okay, I will try not to make a mistake or something.
With fire.
Yeah, that show has been cancelled now, so here we go.
Burn.
This is a lecture. This is pandering.
If Stranger Things was like that, it would have been cancelled long ago.
Long time ago.
But it's not, because it really walks the line of having a taste and not pushing it in your throat.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Being a bit more conscious about stuff, which is great. Like actually treating those things with respect, I would say, because they really took them in the most elegant way. Basically, they're presented on screen.
Exactly.
Quite the opposite of a lecture. I just want to say
again, yeah, quite the opposite of what the Doctor Who is today, for example. Quite the opposite of what many shows today
Okay,
are.
let's go to some of the comments. So, board artists say self-acceptance is something everyone deserves to find and has the ability to find. It isn't just about the LGBTQ sexuality and gender acceptance. It's about self-love.
Exactly.
That's perfection.
That's perfection. Board
That's
artist.
exactly
yes,
how
exactly
you
what
should
we
see
meant.
it.
Yeah, that's how you should see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what it happens in the show actually happens.
Yeah. I have to scroll back.
Isn't the same thing that happens, for example, to Luke Skywalker, let's say. He had to do the kind of same thing. Again, self-acceptance, you unlock the power, you understand what the Force is. And the same thing what happens with Superman, with pretty much every of those superheroes.
Every character that has to deal with self-growth has to also deal with self-acceptance.
What happens to us if you don't self-accept first yourself? What do you expect to happen? Just the a flood of girls or boys or whatever to come to you? No. Self-acceptance. Don't expect other people to accept you. You have to accept yourself first, and that's it.
Yeah. Also, the real Patrick Bateman 100 says season 5A is perfect. I actually like the fact that it feels more choppy in the ending and more go go go. I think it's important for shows to be experimental.
In the editing.
I think it's perfect. I don't think it's choppy though, because the editing was impactful. Exactly for how the scene should have been, those scenes. But again, we're gonna talk like the huge big fat spoiler, only the huge big fat spoiler, nothing else. We're going to talk about that at the end. Not much real journalism anymore, Jeremiah says. They're all opinionated and not as much as subjective. You mean objective? Basically, I was emphasizing and somewhat agreeing with you when I made that statement. Thanks, Jeremiah. Thanks, Jeremiah. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. I would like to see something that, I mean, someone that's not that biased. I mean, some people did say that actually this guy is biased. We were like, okay, we haven't seen anything from him before we started covering the Snyderverse stuff. He was correct, I guess, about there is some other things. That is just delivering the news. When you have your own opinion and just make an opinion piece, that's totally different. So I'm not sure if we can count on him
No,
for opinions
there's a
anymore.
comment on the other side.
All right. Where?
Up. Yeah.
Oh, Oblivion is here.
Oh, is it Oblivion? Hi,
Yeah,
Oblivion.
here it is. Yes.
Well, he says about the show also that he doesn't like it after season 1. Yeah, as far as I remember.
Ah,
correctly.
Oblivion, you killed me.
Well, reply.
Okay, hold on. I mean, is it here? Yes. Yes, when she went off on her own, that season was all about attacking men and men being inept and the women being great. How can you see it this way? Then there was the random forced relationship with her new label street friend. Yeah, we didn't like that.
We didn't like that part.
That was a diversion.
But that pays off in this season.
That actually pays off.
That actually pays off in this season.
We thought that it shouldn't pay off,
So
but it did.
yeah, it wasn't
that-
just actually a random forced relationship. That actually pays off now.
Now it's not. Basically, it's not. If they left it there in that season and never touched upon that ever again, yeah, that will be absolutely like a string.
Again, I didn't like those characters.
Yeah, they're annoying.
But it's not random. They had the whole idea. I mean, that's a 10-year idea or something that the different brothers had. So it pays off now.
It pays off now.
Again, we can't judge by just the first season. Also, I don't know how you saw that she was attacking men and men being inept. She has superpowers. She has freaking super. Of course, the others will be inept. She's the one with the superpowers, man.
She's attacking whoever, man.
You can't go to the school of Xavier as a normal person amongst mutants and say, "Hey, guys, you have powers, but I'm still competent." You are, but they're the ones with the superpowers. They will go out to fight. You will do something else.
I mean,
she's the one that can do the things. Man or a woman. If it was Mike with the powers and he had to go to her, like, was this going to make the things different?
I mean, all the soldiers that are there are men. Do you want women soldiers there?
Yeah.
Then people will complain and say, "Why are there female soldiers
And they're
there?"
basically, and those soldiers were, kind of inadequate against those monsters because they don't know what to do. But all the other characters did. They went to the Upside Down, so they know what to do. They can show them.
I mean,
if they
everything
have
is
the time.
explained in the
But
show.
as they said, there was a very good line in this season now, as they say, you and your soldiers can defend shit.
Yeah,
And it's not a woman saying that, by the way,
because it's true.
because it's true,
Against
they really
monsters
can't.
that just put you out in a
They don't
second.
have the freaking superpowers. You need the girl or the guy with a superpower to save you. That's what you need. I mean, if we call the X-Men, we are not going to call just, hey, but send me just Wolverine, Cyclops, and Beast. Leave Rogue, Storm, and Jubilee alone because they're women.
Yeah, what the heck
You
is
know
that?
what the heck we mean?
Okay, anyway, I just wanted to say one thing that's better addressing actually this issue. 11 was I mean, of course that all the people that are going to go after her are male soldiers. That's why she's killing men. But there was one woman in the middle of it, I think, by one point at the beginning, and she just snapped everybody. She burst their brain from the inside or whatever. Their eyes started bleeding, and they just fell on the floor. That there was a woman in the middle. She doesn't care. She just kills whoever.
Also, we have a evil woman now. In this season, we have a
Which
villain woman.
can't wait for her to die.
Yeah. Oh, I want very much to see that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
here we go.
I mean, do you expect that guy that was the director of that facility is gonna hire women so they can be killed by 11
And
just because of
I
that?
love Eleven as a character. It's my favorite character.
It doesn't matter
She has
who
the
kills
powers.
who.
It doesn't matter who kills who. Yeah.
besides that, again, it's the 80s. No women soldiers are needed in that situation. So it's not girl bossing.
And we don't have yet. There are no girl bossing here. We don't see women soldiers in that.
And how about all the characters on screen that the Duffer brothers go out of their way to bring them purpose, to write them, to do something meaningful?
That's why I think they can do a great X-Men movie, actually, because they will know how to balance with all the characters.
Yeah.
You have the whole team and you know how to give them time, and
I mean, literally everyone can contribute with something, even if it's just hitting stuff. Even that,
yeah.
and everybody just grew up in their respective roles, and they did something. I mean, they had their own character growth. Like Joyce was, it's just very late, and I said so many things. Joyce just grown as a mother, and she addresses some of the shortcomings that she had previously. When it comes to Will, she still has some things that she's going through now, remembering what happened to Will previously, and that also is absolutely meaningful for now in the current moment. Every one of these guys grew in some kind of a way. There's something that's happening to... forgot her name again.
Joyce?
Forgot her name again.
Joyce?
That's not Joyce, man.
What is Joyce? Nancy.
Nancy.
She looks like Joyce
Madonna.
from that angle. Okay,
She looks like Madonna
Yeah,
from the 80s. So there's something happening with Nancy that also is making her even more determined now. So it's just fascinating to watch how each and every one of those guys and girls have their own arc. And look at the screen. We have 3 girls and how many guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the main guy is a badass.
Also, Hopper is not here, so
also Hopper should be here. Yeah, so most of the main characters are actually guys.
Yeah.
We don't see us complain about it. We don't care. Even if there's one guy in the whole show, we won't complain if it's a good story.
So I don't think it's
Even if it's
pandering
one
or
girl.
anything. It's not that men are inept. Everybody show pretty competent.
I mean, again, remember how things were before when we had meaningful men and female characters.
Jeremiah here says that he's right about also that Jean Grey and Storm were from X-Men, both very powerful. Jean Grey becomes Phoenix. Why nobody see that then back in the days as well? She's trying to show men inept. We saw that, because Jean Grey is one of the most powerful. Freaking Scarlet Witch, she's also mutant. One of the most powerful. Storm. I mean, Wolverine ain't that powerful. Cyclops ain't that powerful.
Also, there's a scene.
And I was always okay with that.
Also, there's a scene now in the last episode of season 5 where Eleven gives a huge and heartfelt thank you to her dad,
Hopper. Yes.
for teaching her.
Yeah, she doesn't say
Everything.
But I can do it better anyway because I'm a girl.
No, nothing of the sort.
You dare go away, man. No, she tells him thank you.
Thank you for teaching me.
Thank you for teaching me. Yeah, there is no, I could have done it without you. And
there's no such thing. Again,
there's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
No such thing.
It's the opposite. They love each other. She is appreciating him as a father, and she tries her best. But he is the leader, actually. He leads her in this episode, and she has to accept it. That is in the show.
That is it, guys.
Because
it's in the show.
He is experienced soldier, and she still needs to learn to not be brash. She learns it. I mean, she's still learning, but that's the thing. She learns it. It's not given to her on the silver platter. She's not born knowing it. She's not a Mary Sue. She learns as she goes, and she is now a lot more humble, and she is listening to her father.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's amazing. They address the fact that the Russians couldn't break him for two freaking weeks. What he went through, and you see that he has a lot of experience now as a soldier. Basically, now he's a freaking soldier by this point, and she is listening to what he has to say and accepts his choices and his decisions as a father figure. That's how it should be. I mean, I was a bit more brash and whatever as a teenager, more rebellious. But that's just a little bit, though. Just a
Yeah.
little bit. But I had my moments with my dad. I was like, nah, not gonna listen to you, dad.
Yeah, I also had moments like that, you know.
Everybody has that moment.
Teenager, hormones.
Whether you're a boy or a girl,
Yeah.
you could have these moments. It's normal. It's a part of growing up. But she acknowledged and thanked her dad. So here you go. If this was a feminist show, she would say everything that Logan just said. Like, get
yeah.
out of my face,
Get out of my
dad.
face, Dad. I can do it without you. And she was going to do it without him, and he was going to be just a nobody.
Just a
essentially.
side piece.
Just a side piece.
But he's not. Also, remember in Superman and Lois how the kids were annoying? It didn't respect their dad. Remember that if you watched it?
Yeah.
How about that? There were two boys, not girls, but they couldn't be more freaking annoying. Get on the nose.
Yeah. Freaking annoying, and
not respecting Superman
yeah.
and the fact that he has to save everyone and the whole world is on his shoulders since he was like on Earth, and they still cannot fathom this, although they're like 14, 15, 16, like almost grown men by this point, and they still complain like little bitches because he couldn't come to their game. Who cares about your effing game?
Who cares about your effing game?
Your father is Superman, you brat, you spoiled freaking brat, grow up.
They always
That's
do,
what I want to say
do
to
that
those kids.
in movies like that, you know, in
That's
American
a
movies when there is
trope.
a child, you know.
That's a trope.
The father has to work and provide and give anything, but I'm angry that because you couldn't beat you at my football game. He's freaking working.
I will tell you so I know.
And also the first son in that show thought he knows better than his dad. Then freaking Superman. He literally got his powers yesterday. And he started teaching him, no, that I can't do it. And he tells him, Jordan, you can't do it. Let me teach you. I've been doing this. No, how was that different? It wasn't a girl. He didn't have a daughter, you know. So
no.
How is that different?
Okay.
By the way, hello, Julius.
Hello, Julius. Okay, read the rest of what Oblivion said so we can address other comments as well.
Wait, there was one upper that he said that. Oh no, down. I mean, he said that he understands what we mean. I just lost that one. I assume we got better over time because they got so much backlash. And that, where was it? I like the other shows, men and women would be shown as contributing something of benefit. In that one season, everything the men did was shown as being bad and were shamed for it. I didn't see that in
that's not the case.
That was it, season 2, right? No,
that's just not the case. I mean, by this point, if you're too sensitive about what's happening in today's times, you will not be able to assimilate or understand anything by this point for what it really is, which is absolutely normal story here. There's no pushing of anything.
I watch a lot of anime with female protagonists. I'm not saying that super-powered person should not be the strongest. Like, look at the Fifth Element. Well, yeah, but in the one season I gave up was one-sided. Again, I don't think so.
We just don't think so.
She still needed to learn things. She still needed to listen to Hopper. She didn't, and got paid for that.
I mean, she paid for it.
She paid for it.
She got burned for that. Also, she was not adequate at all. She was grown in a freaking lab. She was stolen from her mom. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Give her some slack. She was a victim of the place that she was in. She was exploited by these people since she was a child. All that she have ever known is this guy that called himself a dad. Like, imagine the trauma. They try to explore this trauma. We can't even think of the horror that she was under.
Julius says, it's not entirely woke, but it seems as if Steve and Jonathan are simping over Nancy, who kind of comes off as the girl boss. No, they were idiots in that moment.
No. Look, both guys have feelings for Nancy, and Nancy, from a normal girl, learned step by step, basically, how to shoot,
Yeah.
how to. I mean, she actually, I think she knew
How to
how
do
to
what she has
hunt
to do.
before
I
that.
think she
or
knew
whatever.
how to hunt or something.
I mean, some American families know how to handle guns. I mean, you know that if you're an American, basically, if you had a gun, if you're in a state that you possess guns, you shot at guns. Shot at guns, Jesus. You
Shot with
shot
gun.
with guns. Yeah. I mean, one by one, she was in a very stressful situation. She lost a friend. One of the first people that died was her friend. And we had all of those seasons for her to learn how to protect herself as much as possible and be more brave in these situations. Because if you are not, you're dead. She
Yeah.
was about to die many times. So you can't say that she's a girl boss if she hasn't earned what she can do now, which is just shoot.
Yeah.
It's not really that special. It's not out of the question for her to shoot.
Also, it was serious situation. She was just telling them to stop behaving like idiots. Serious situation. And they were goofing around, basically. You know?
I mean, they're portrayed like two guys that do guy things and act like guys in certain situations. They're very different characters. I mean, both still have feelings for her, and yeah, they're kind of competing with each other at some points. They don't like each other. That happens in real life. Why not depict it here if it has something to say? I don't understand. By this logic, if this is simping or that is this or this is that, by our modern terms, we're gonna absolutely remove anything now from any
Anything,
storytelling.
yeah.
Everything's gonna be sanitized to nothing because we can't have two men fight over a woman or whatever or compete. Why? People do that all the time in real life. Why not here if again serves the story? There's nothing wrong with that if it's written well, if it's interesting. There's some kind of comedic moments that is created out of this, which are pretty great. Which are pretty great. If it's written well, it's written well.
I hate this part of Oblivion said, yeah.
Okay.
I have not seen this season, but I will take your word for it. That it got better likely when the actress started getting backlash for being too much of a cultist in real life. Well, I mean, if in real life she's like that, that's totally her problem.
That's totally her
You know?
problem. If that's not in the show, that's not in the show.
It's not in the show.
It's
yes, it's not interjected in the show in any way. So, and that's the good thing. If in her real life she decided to be something cool, whatever, leave it out of the show, and then we have no problem. And it's not in the show.
Yeah. I just hate when actors do not play a role, but they play
Yeah,
themselves.
totally. Like Simu Leo with our video from the other day, who is opening his big mouth, you know. So
And he is talking trash about white actors directly, saying that they tank movies, but Asian actors don't tank movies,
but I
which
like
is a false
Shang-Chi the
narrative.
movie, you know.
By a long, this is a long shot. It's a false narrative because people go to see the movies for the movies. They don't go to see the movies because of a particular actor. At least the majority of the audience are normies and they just watch a trailer and they go. Or some people, some of their friends said, hey, do you want to see this movie? They didn't even see the trailer and they go. They have no idea who is the actor sometimes or what they done in real life. They don't care. So the whole narrative of actors losing money because why? It's the movie. It's the whole movie. People care about the movie. They don't care about the actors. I mean, I'm not a fan of Ryan Gosling, but if he is like in a super cool movie that I deem that is cool for some reason, I will want to go to see it. I don't care about most actors, and I will go to see a movie because I go about the movie, and I'm not even a normie. I'm someone that knows the actors, knows most of what they're done in real life, and whatever. But if the movie is worth my time and money, because theaters are expensive these days in all countries.
The Gray Man was a good movie.
The
with
Gray
Ryan
Man was,
Gosling,
yeah,
yes.
that was a groove. That's a groove.
Groovy.
That was a good movie
Groovy,
by the
Russo
Russo
brothers.
brothers. Yes, I'll go and see it. So he's speaking with false narratives, like woke people do. They create a false narrative. He says, "Oh, no Asian actors ever lost money to Hollywood, but we are risky. Why are you then risky, guy? What is risky about you if everything that you have done is make money for Hollywood? What are you saying? Why are you saying that white actors lost money? What is this?
Yeah.
How stupid is that? How disingenuous is that? That's what I'm gonna say.
But we still like Shang-Chi the movie.
We still like Shang-Chi the movie.
You see?
It was a good
Whatever
Marvel
he's
movie.
doing. Yeah, exactly. what was Chris Evans? Chris Evans is also talking stupid things on
Oh,
interviews
yes.
and things like. I
His
love
brother is
Captain
gay.
Yeah, I
His
love
brother
Captain
is gay.
America the movies. I love his Captain America as a portrayal, you know. So what? I just enjoy the movie. Whatever stupid shit he talks in his real life, he can go through, you know, F and himself and things like that. By the way, I remembered something before we finish about Men of Culture. I remember when Tsunami told you that Rogue One, Star Wars Rogue One is woke because this, and this, and you said that you like the movie and you don't see those things.
Remember that? Now you maybe can see our point.
Consider that again. I still respect your opinion because you said that you respect ours. Totally, man. We respect each other's opinion. That's it. I mean, if you don't want to watch, you don't want to watch. Just try to make you think a bit deeper to consider some things. But that's it. Not to change your opinion. Just remember what he said to you. And after that, I typed you and I told you, I also like Rogue One. I don't think it's woke.
Yeah.
Just because there is an Asian guy in there in Star Wars, that's not the first Asian guy in Star Wars. Just because there are black people in something, no, it's a great movie. That's actually the only Disney era Star Wars movie that I like. Also, that badass scene we died very in the beginning. But anyway.
Hey, hail to Tsunami.
Hey, Tsunami, we're talking about him, and here we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one thing before I forget, guys, we have to go back to some comments and then we gotta go because for us it's very late.
Yes.
Yeah, we also have to address the end.
Oh yeah.
For some of you that have seen it, and if some of you don't wanna know, just don't watch. But I'm gonna say spoilers when we get there, and my voice is getting real tired by this.
My voice is so.
By talking
but
for
it's not because I'm so tired.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, I wanted to. That's why I want to say right away because I'm gonna forget.
In the end.
Oh yes. So something that a lot of people do these days that we are firmly against because it's not objective at all is when you do a review of something that you haven't seen. Yes.
Yes.
So you say that you played the game but you didn't, but you make a review.
You play the first level on journal mode, yes.
Your friend said that something is stupid and you haven't seen it, but you make a review. No, absolutely not. We are not gonna take anybody seriously ever if they didn't see or experience or play it or whatever. We're talking about the thing that they are going to make a review about. You're going to go and watch whatever it is or play whatever it is and then make a review.
Like we did with Superman, we have to suffer through that movie, but
Yes.
we still did it.
We suffered through it and we did it. So
Twice.
So absolutely, if you're going to form an opinion, that is great. Form it, but please watch it. Watch the thing. If you really want to be sure for yourself, if you want to really have an objective opinion, and objective, no, I mean it still could be subjective, of course, still could be subjective, but at least you have seen it with your own eyes. And now you can really talk about this. Now you earn to talk about this because you did the thing. You watched it or you played the game. Whatever it is, the principle is the same. That's it. That's what I want to say. Thank you, Roadkill, for the $1.99. And he says, Tsunami owes me a night on the town and a dance. That's great.
Nice.
That is great. Okay, let us
Well,
read.
I'm sure he can do that for you if you're in the same state or something. Or
I mean, everybody has an opinion, man of Gooning. We just say that you have to be sure that you have seen the thing, and then you can have a real opinion.
Again, remember what Tsunami told you about Rogue One. Sorry.
Because before you've seen it, you can have prejudice, and you can have preconceived notions, and you can be swayed by someone else that told you what it is. But that could be wrong. As actually, we thought that we could kind of trust this guy because he should be a base guy of cosmic book news. But it turns out that everything that he wrote is a hate opinion piece that has zero basis. And we even played the things from the show that he quoted. He quoted them wrong, some of them. That wasn't the case. So better see it for yourself.
Also, you know, Lego is also kind of in some moments became woke. I got one figure that it was of a small girl that doesn't have one hand and she had like a prosthetic on it, and I said, What the hell is that? But I still love Lego.
That's horrible, George.
Yeah, I don't know why
That's
was
horrible.
that there, and then I said, Jesus
That is
Christ!
bad.
Now it's going into Lego. And,
Can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're instead of promoting, people taking care of themselves, being
escapism,
healthy.
because the kids who really don't have the time will still want to build a Lego, and oh, that's my character. He actually has now the two hands.
I mean, even people that have disabilities don't wanna play with toys that have disabilities. They kind of don't want to be reminded of that
Exactly.
every 2 freaking seconds of their life. How disrespectful is that? It's kind of the same where you make unattractive women in games and or even movies. When you make women unattractive on purpose, you think that you respect women like that, woke people? You think that that's very good for women? You think that that's so profound for women or whatever? No, this is disrespect to women. Women like to be attractive. Wow, shocking.
Imagine that.
Like real women have to, want to see attractive characters on screen. Earlier today, we played Last Soul Aside, which is an indie game made by 40 people. And in the beginning started with one. There is super beautiful anime style characters
Exactly.
that are male and female.
And they're
And the
all
women
super
are so beautiful. And I just love to watch them. Not because of anything else, but I'm also an artist and I appreciate beauty and how characters are drawn, made, whatever. And those women were absolutely amazing. And the guy,
indeed.
the
And
main
the guy,
guy,
yeah.
he's so beautiful to look at. That is respect to men and women and to characters.
Yeah.
Not when you take this freaking actor, I forgot her name, from the Naughty Dog latest game, and you shave her head and you put her on the screen and make her act like a freaking boss, like she owns the universe, walking around like she is 10 foot tall with broad shoulders and somehow imperator of the world. I don't know what to say. She doesn't even have a female figure, for crying out loud. And like she's flat as a board. Like, how is this good?
And so then they try to make us think that if an ugly woman tomorrow finds the magical genie and he tells her, "Hey, I can make you look beautiful," she say, "Nah, I'm fine." Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, like some guys that are our colleagues on YouTube say, women would not cosplay as these characters. Women cosplay as the beautiful characters only. I wonder why.
Why indeed?
I wonder why.
Why indeed? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Tati Gabriel. Ufomega, hi to you.
Hey, Ufomega.
Yeah,
Yes.
I meant Tati Gabriel, yes. Let's read some of the comments because we really gotta go.
She's called?
I can't talk anymore, just scroll. My voice went away.
I think okay.
Sorry
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
better when you
Scroll.
don't hear about or from the cast as Oblivion. The only instance when it caused problems were when they made such a scene the general public became aware. Oh, well, you meet when they got the Emmy or what was it? And freaking David Harbour was talking about punching people in the face. That just really
That's just shameful.
shameful. All those and even Winona Ryder was doing like that on that show. Yeah, that was just stupid, really, indeed. That's why they should just keep their mouth shut and just play the characters and that it. No interjection.
Random Culture
anything
said
there.
that he watched the show, that's why he said it, but well,
But you didn't watch the whole thing.
did you watch the whole
Did
4
you watch the
episodes?
whole? No. He said that he watched the show, but all seasons, or all the 4 seasons. Did you watch in the season now?
And the fifth
And the
half
fifth,
of the
yes,
season,
yeah.
and oh my gosh, Jeremiah,
Jeremiah.
thank you so much.
Though I don't know what is that.
Jeremiah, that's hard. Though GHTB, there's no epileptic toy for people like me who has epilepsy.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Yes. You don't want this to be reminded to you, right? You don't want a toy like that, as we say.
Yeah,
I
you
think
probably
it's like
don't want that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And here we go.
And that's
something
Wonder Woman
like that,
salute. It's
yes.
not Wakanda forever.
It's not Wakanda forever. Was that just in time?
Yeah, that's just in
yeah, just in
time.
time. I've never seen this show, but I'm OG Kate Bush fan. You gotta see it then. You gotta
Well,
see it.
she
Yeah.
helps a lot in the show. I mean, her
Yeah,
music
she helps
does.
a lot.
Her music does. Yeah, the music is great in
Yes.
the show.
The Waxman of culture, you can still have your opinion, don't worry.
Yes, of course
You
that
know,
you
you
can.
don't have to be okay with what we say, don't worry. Okay, and Roadkill just say this is why I just play date everything.
Yeah,
and
that's a
pretty much
joke.
it.
Just to say to everyone, that's a joke.
Tsunami was here the whole time, but messing with what was more?
Well, yeah, what is actually more?
It's not where
Where winds meet.
It's another game, MOGA, you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure
Tsunami?
what that
Yes.
is.
Okay, and that's it. We are all caught up actually.
Thank you, dear Clayton, for the link of Last Suicide. No, I don't, and I didn't see that mistake. iPhone is funny when I try to make a super chat.
Thank you for that, Jeremiah. I really hope that you have moments in which you feel better, you know, because really.
Yes. And Euphomegas said Tati Gabriel is you entry level training for dating MFT trans.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, when she has hair, she actually looks okay. The point is that they shave her hair just so they can make her less attractive on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
okay. At least today with Julius says that's fair.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Jean Grey.
Yeah, we read that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we all good with that.
Oh, I love you all as well, Roadkill. Thank you, dear Clayton. Thank you. So yeah, let's talk about the last part now.
Okay, now time for the last part.
Because we don't have time
spoilers,
anyway.
and then we go. Yes.
So.
But we wanted to talk so much about.
So big fat
spoilers. Yeah.
Do I have a spoiler title somewhere? Let me check.
You used to have before, so maybe it's still here.
Yeah, if I saved it.
Also, Clayton writes spoilers in the chat, so if anyone doesn't want to know how this, what is the ending of the fourth episode that we have, now is the moment to go, but don't go.
Yes, I'm gonna
go, but mute the stream and leave it on. Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Is it spoilers?
Spoilers. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Any minute now.
Any minute now.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna fix it. Just 2 seconds.
Oh,
Sonia's getting up.
From the, to go and sleep again.
We need a thicker font. Oh, well, that's better for sure. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. I'm just working on it real quick. Outline. Yeah.
Jeremiah says, I've had epilepsy since birth. My point was that epilepsy is one disability that we don't have a toy for, and so that last thing about people who are disabled don't want to play with something that has.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, we guessed as much. Okay. Like if I mean, I don't know what to compare it with, but let's say that I had to wear glasses all the time, like you do, and all of a sudden all the characters are with glasses.
No,
now.
I don't want all the characters to be with glasses.
And I'm like, why? What does that has to do with me? And again, the other thing is that when you see a character on screen, whether that's a man or a woman, you can relate to them. If they're with a it doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman. There's still some human element there to relate to.
Yeah, I can relate with 11, with Nancy,
with Superman.
Yes, with Superman.
Although people
I talk about that show. Yes.
Okay, let's start. So, spoilers about the end, mostly of episode 4 of Stranger Things. So volume
Season
1.
5. Volume 1. Season 5, Volume 1, yes.
Season 5. I'm just gonna say 4 a lot, I guess. So, spoilers. So, at the end of the episode, guys, something amazing happens that I just really love. they foreshadowed it throughout these 4 episodes. But if you go back and you watch the show since the very beginning, you will see that Will has been a constant victim. He was the first kid that was kidnapped. He went through the horror and survived in the Upside Down. He was then attacked the second time. Vecna got his stuff in him. You know what happened to Will?
Vecna got his stuff in him.
Yeah, that's what happened. So we saw throughout all of the seasons so far that he has connection to Vecna, and now in these 4 episodes we see that he can see when he taps to the hive mind, because you know that there's a hive mind connected to Vecna, connected to all the Demigorgons, and that's how he is controlling them in the first place. This hive mind seems to be created entirely by Vecna. That's the interesting part, which we should think about, because those creatures were already there when he arrived in the Upside Down. But anyway, so by this point, when Will discovered that he can tap into this, he now and finally was able to realize that he can not only see through the eyes of the hive mind, which could be a child, for example, because if Vecna tries to tap into a child's mind and see through their eyes so he can understand where they are, what they like, read their mind, Will can do the same thing through the hive mind if he has a connection to it. And when he was close to the Demigorgons, in the last few seconds where everybody were about to freaking die, which includes Robin, which includes Mike, which includes Lucas, which pretty much includes Joyce because she was there as well, down.
Yeah.
Which includes, basically everybody there that was still alive.
Everybody that was there. Okay.
So a lot of main characters. Yeah, a lot of main characters. Basically, most of them. A lot of them. Okay. In that freaking moment, he found in himself to finally not be just a side piece of Vecna, literally, but to take control of the Demigorgons, not just look through their eyes, because he said many times that this was very well written and foreshadowed, that he feels as them, everything as them. So why not take control of their bodies? Like, what is stopping him? Like, the connection is there. And he finally realized that he can do this, and he did in that moment, because if he didn't do that, there was a split second where the Demigorgons were all in the air, all slashing with their freaking claws. Everybody was going to die. Split second, they were in the air. He had to do it. He did it. He got them in the air just like Vecna would do. He broke their arms and necks and dropped them on the floor. It was epic. It was amazing. Yes. His eyes got white. Just very hard to talk. For 2 hours, like non-stop, passionate as I did, it's very hard. So, eyes got white. And that's it. That was a great freaking moment. And I was thinking the whole time, we can't count only on 11. We need someone else.
Yeah.
We need someone else.
Someone else, yeah.
We need him. We need someone, really. But Will, to be Will exactly, is the perfect storm. It's the perfect conclusion. It's all wrapped in a circle. How was the word for that? It goes around.
Full circle.
Yeah, it goes full circle. Yeah. Now he finally is not the victim anymore. He suffered so much to get to this moment. So much, guys. He suffers in every freaking second, and his mother is trying to be overprotective of him all the time because of what she's been through, almost losing him several times. It's natural for him to want to break out of that and find his own strength and finally stop being a victim within himself. And he did that. And he earned this. And we need another person that has powers, because 11 is stretch freaking 10. And the army now has a way to block her freaking powers, which is horrible. We are not sure if actually that's done now. Seems like that part of it is done, because they found a source that creates that. And it seems to be exactly that girl with the number 10.
Yeah.
They just lock her up and use her powers to create these waves that block
Was she 10?
11's
Wasn't she
powers.
8? No,
Number
I don't
10.
remember. 10?
No, she
Okay.
was 10. 0, 10.
Mhm.
So somehow she creates this force field that makes 11 feel horrible and just be immobilized completely. So now we have her as well. So there's three people. Because imagine, Vecna is so powerful, he's so above 11. So above 11. That is ridiculous. I mean, she can outwield him, and she did that on several occasions, but by this point, he's so powerful and he knows so much. 11 is nothing. He can just snap her neck if he wants to. We need someone, I mean, more people like 11 to somehow have a chance. I mean, guns can kill him. Fire can't kill him. They can hurt him for sure. And they tried to burn him in the last season, but that didn't work out. He's still alive. And he's stronger than ever. He looks stronger. He looks uglier than ever. I mean, just look at that face.
Yeah.
So, realistically, we need something because we have what? Guns? Guns do not do anything.
Yeah, those soldiers there that cannot do anything.
I mean, that's not because they're incompetent,
No.
mind you. It's because they just can't do anything with
They just
gunpowder.
can't do anything with that, yeah.
And they couldn't use that. Those devices were not there at that moment to turn it against Vecna. They already freed the girl. By this point, there was no one to project this power onto the devices anymore. And we now have this very determined military woman in the eyes of the freaking Linda Hamilton that doesn't understand what's happening. She thinks that 11 is the bad girl here. I mean, the evil guy. She thinks that she's Vecna. It's so stupid.
But she's using another person with powers against her.
But at the same time,
At the
she's
same
doing that.
time,
So
yeah.
she's like this stereotypical villain hypocrite that thinks that she's doing best for the world by, seeing this girl as the enemy without any any actual proof. She sees the creature, she thinks that 11 is controlling them somehow and not Vecna. Like, Vecna doesn't exist for her. Oh my god. But this is typical for military personnel, by the way. So this is stupid, but it's not stupid as this is stupid writing. It's stupid as what the character is doing because they're blind with their hate and their point of view of just a military person that they think that they can do anything and everything, but in fact they're just very how's those?
Absorb.
Yeah, super in their asses.
Yes.
Characters that just can't see reason outside of their training. That's how it is. And that black guy, that's super evil, by the way. They didn't make the black guy
They
good.
didn't make him good, yes.
They didn't make him good. They made him super freaking evil. He basically burned a man alive in a mid-century torture device last season, if you remember that. He tortured this guy, who's also a black guy, by the way.
Yeah. And also Linda Hamilton plays evil woman here.
Yeah, they didn't make her good because she's a woman.
Yeah.
She's freaking evil.
Yeah.
I would have killed that woman right away, by the way. But that's another topic. So, so we need someone that is stronger because we have her. That guy, I don't know if he's alive, that black guy. He kind of blew up, but I'm not sure.
Who,
The black military guy.
I'm not sure if he's alive, yeah.
Yeah, it could be alive, who knows.
Could be alive.
But still, we have her. She still has her army behind her back. We have freaking Vecna, who is enough. Really, who is enough all by himself. He's bad as you can imagine. So we need more people. It can't just be 11. Because then everybody are gonna say, oh, if 11 defeats Vecna, who's like the strongest being that we know in this universe, how is that gonna happen? Oh no, girl power. Oh no, what are we going to do?
Can't
Girl
be
power.
everywhere, anywhere.
She
all
doesn't
at once.
have it.
Yeah.
She needs a lot of development for her to reach the same amount of power, and that was explained in the last season by that doctor that was working with her ex-dad, and he got killed. Of course, he was really genuine. He was really trying to help. He explained, not only he, actually, her dad explained to 11 before they killed him in the desert that Vecna is already like so far ahead. We can't even fathom how far ahead he is. So if this was bad writing, they would just make 11 be absolutely super power now and do everything by herself. But that's not realistic in the context that they already set. They already said that he is more powerful than anyone. Vecna that is. So we do need, realistically, more characters somehow with powers. And Will is the perfect guy for the job. And he did earn it, like I said. And this girl
Absolutely, yes.
that they left in season 2, or whatever season that was, with that girl, number 10, they never paid that off. And now they do.
And now they do.
Finally, they do. And now is the perfect time. We need her. She can make people see stuff.
Yes, exactly.
And I guess she can make
And
other
also,
things.
let's just say that Will doesn't deserve the powers because he's gay. Deserve it because of the journey he has as a character. This is called actually the hero's journey.
Yeah, this is literally the hero arc.
You start, the hero arc, you start from, what you have to suffer through, and then you find your powers. No, it's not because he accepts himself as being gay. He accepts himself as a person, and he unlocked the powers. He stopped being a victim, essentially.
Which is a message that we
Which is a
should
message
adapt.
that we exactly. That
our lives.
everybody should do, to accept and stop being a victim, stop being traumatized and everything else.
I mean, you can't stop being traumatized to a point. I mean, you have to work through it.
You work through it.
The
Yes.
right
I mean,
word
just
is
like he did it,
stop,
yeah.
stop identifying yourself with what you've been through and start trying to build new life and take what you've been through as something to give you strength forward and not taking you down, basically, not pulling you back.
Yeah, man of culture, we understand that you watch the show. I just don't understand if you watch the whole 4 seasons before that, or just the first, as we say.
Yeah, did you watch the whole show and those 4 episodes completely? Okay, let's read the last comments. That's really it, guys. There's nothing more to address. That's the big thing, the big
I think
deal.
that's it, yeah.
That Will now has powers and he's badass.
And apparently people have problem with that because they think it's because he's gay, but it's not.
How can it be
But
when
how
he
can it be
suffered
when he suffered through all that?
so much for
No,
this?
the message is not accept being gay and then you have the powers. It's not that, guys. I mean, it's pretty clear what it is. So again, as we say, people shouldn't go to the extreme and say one thing from the other side, from the right, and then one thing from the left. Otherwise, we always have chaos, and nobody can be in the center for that.
Why not just count the facts? I mean, that's more logical. How many things Will have been through? How many things have happened to him? How much screen time the gay stuff actually had so far? Almost nothing. Almost nothing. It's every scene that's about that. It's basically nothing. It's a few minutes. He cries like in the previous season. Yeah, of course he's gonna cry in these circumstances and thinking about different
Men
stuff.
cry.
He
Men
feels
cry.
alone in the situation. If it was about anything else, he'll still cry about it. If he's still young, he's a teenager. Like hormones are rushing in. He almost have been like aped, like innerly, by a freaking demon by this point. Like,
Some
what?
people may like that, but
Give it some slack.
some people may like that, from anime hentai stuff. I want to imagine that there are no people like that out there in the world,
That's
but still, yes. Yeah, but no, guys, it's not because he's gay. That's the big problem of most reviews, that people are outraged because he has the power because he's gay. No, it's not because of that, really. So just watch the show. Yeah.
Okay, read this.
Jeremiah says, though I don't think I'd want to play with a toy that has cerebral paralysis either, and that's a condition I have, but that I wouldn't want to play with myself either. I'm just saying it's not 100%. It really isn't, yes. I mean, I'm not sure that a child who has one prosthetic hand will want to play with a Lego that has one prosthetic hand, really.
Yeah, what's the logic in
What's
that?
the logic in that?
The man of culture is complaining again.
Okay. No, I addressed that.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, we didn't understand. Did you watch the full 4 seasons before that, or you watched just the first one and you stopped?
Yeah, because he says, I don't like to hear to say, I can't say this opinion if I don't watch the series, but I watched it. This is why I say that.
Yeah, and that's why we say, okay.
I mean, I think
did
you
watch
kind of
the whole
misunderstood.
thing?
By the way that you've written this, it seems that you kind of misunderstood. I explained that everybody should watch a full thing before they can have a full opinion on it, which is correct
He means that he watched the full
by
thing.
principle. If you watch the full thing, then that's great, and you have your opinion. Then and it's fine. You
Cool.
can have your opinion, of course. We cannot say to absolutely anyone that they cannot have an opinion. We can say that it's objective only if you watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just a matter of a fact.
And
It's
then
not,
we ask to say where is the woke stuff?
Where is the woke stuff if you watch the whole thing?
Because you said that you were bored from the show, so I thought that maybe you stopped at one point, which makes it not the whole thing. But if you watch the whole thing,
Then
again,
okay.
cool. Yeah.
Then okay.
But still, gotta watch in season 5. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm so tired by this point.
Yeah, they could make him
What is that?
pushy a pink Hulk and give him a very high pitched lips all sweetie Hulky smash.
Just kidding.
You
Just
mean
in time.
for real? Yeah, yeah.
No, he was a great badass.
He was a great badass, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Like a real superhero.
Yeah, he
As
looked like
he-
a real
As he
superhero
deserves to be.
in that moment.
Okay.
We would
So cool.
say so far those first 4 episodes are absolute perfection.
Yeah.
I have zero complaint just
Zero
because.
complaints. Can they screw things up in the next one?
Of course.
Of course. And we'll say it if that's the case.
If that's the case, we were gonna say it.
Just
But
like
if they didn't.
we said it, and I said it before about, for example, with He-Man. Remember that the new animated that they showed, the first season was totally woke.
Yes.
The new one that we actually watched and together, what was it? Revelation was the first one. Revolutions, I think it was. Amazing, simply amazing, and it was on Netflix. And they say, so you can actually fix the things. You actually learned then. Yes. So here we go. But we'll
Yeah.
say it. We will say it.
Of course, we'll say it.
If they screw this up. Let's hope not. Someone to read?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're gonna rate Tombe.
Oh, Tommy, okay.
Yes.
Good. Go and say stranger things to Tommy.
But yeah, final words about this. Again, it's perfection.
Mhm.
There's
Totally, yeah.
There's nothing
Absolutely.
actually wrong with it. It's great. So that's it, really, guys. 10 out of 10. We give it 10 out of 10, and I don't think I can give that to many things. Like I can't.
Especially not things with the Netflix logo on it.
Thanks, Roadkill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you,
Wolverine is
Rocky, yes.
favorite character, Jeremiah. That's amazing.
Oh, well, my favorite too, Jeremiah. So here we go.
Jeremiah, high
Yes.
five.
High five, Jeremiah.
five.
Yes, the best there is at what he does.
Ah.
Although what he is doing is not very nice, but you know.
Yeah.
Now that actually the last part went away long time ago, because now he's just the best there is at what he is, because he understands. He also had his journey, but that's for another video.
Yes. So last question from
Did you
Just in
guys
Time.
watch True Blood?
No.
What was that? Wasn't that a vampire show?
Yes.
Didn't you watch that?
No, I watched the Vampire Diaries.
Okay. Then
haven't
I
seen
haven't
True
watched it either. Yes, I thought that the Empress had seen it. Yeah.
No, I watched the Vampire Diaries. At that time, there's so many werewolf stuff and vampire stuff.
That's why I thought that you watched this one too.
Yeah, but I heard that True Blood has more of a sex stuff like Game of Thrones, and by that time, I didn't want to watch that.
Sex with vampires?
Probably.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. People say this was very like.
But they don't need that. They just bite the neck, and that's what they need. They don't have any other.
I don't know.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know.
No, and just say if the show is like
I
that.
haven't watched it.
Why would it be? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Thank you, Neo Nerd.
Thank you,
Thank
Neon
you,
Nurse,
and
yes.
hi to you,
By the way, when
Yeah.
did you join?
Yeah.
You were here for the whole.
So yeah,
whole
I
time,
cannot
yes.
say anything.
Me neither.
'cause I
haven't
don't know.
watched it, yes.
I haven't seen it. But I mean, I was a very young girl then, so I try to avoid shows that are famous with something that's more explicit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to watch more teenage stuff,
Yes.
teenage kid stuff.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes. so that was just the times. Maybe I would like it now. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no idea. So hopefully that answers your question just in time. Okay, let's rate Tomby, guys.
Going.
I like him because he was badass. He seemed like he was invincible except for his little thing with Rogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's see your names on the screen. Thank you so much for the support. It is extremely important. Visit our superhero channel, Superhero Truth, if you like to support us and help us with the monetization. We just need watch hours. So yeah. Oh, just in time says something in the last minute.
True Blood early seasons were great, later were good but not great, in my opinion.
Okay. I just don't have physical time to watch certain things, like most things, so I just have to pick and choose. And if we have something that's very special, like Princess Bride, that we never seen before, we're just going to do a watch along this channel.
Oh, we have to do a watch along of King of Monsters. I was going to say technically it's of King of Monsters because Godzilla -1. Yeah, for King of Monsters. Yes.
Okay, guys, I really can't talk anymore, and it's very late. Love ya. Let's go say hi to Tambay. Bye, guys, from me, the 40k Empress and Logan. Bye bye.
The 40k Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, plots twist like smoldering fires, but with her blade of pure desire, she claims the stars entire. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Through storms and battle cries, her banners pierce the dark and